A lot of kids are turning away from competitive sports altogether. Give kids something to aspire to, someone to touch and feel and see.
You have your own football team, if you build it, they will come.
We need to be included and we need to be valued.
You have to give the public a chance to embrace their team, get behind it and prove that it can work.
I think it's getting to a stage now where Tasmania deserves to have the opportunity to have their own side down here. If you're not on a list, there's still a possibility that you could be in the lights playing in their reserve side, and the prospects of potentially getting picked up through that as well.
We don't have access to funds that other clubs on the mainland have. There are a lot of factors that just trying to keep players here for the sake of playing football. If they haven't made AFL level, then they're looking at careers in other areas, and that draws them away from the state.
To have a team in Tasmania would make an incredible difference to the future of football in Tasmania. If we don't get one, or there isn't a goal that we can strive for, then I'm just not sure why you would begin to play football. What will it lead to?
I think it's time that the AFL steps up and looks after Tassie, which has been providing players for many years.
Away off half back and Robinson lines up Selwood and gets in. Goal number 5 for Ben Brown. Fans like it. Hudson has got 3.
Certainly the state's united behind getting a team. There's so many great players in the competition, present and past, that have come from the Apple Isle. There is tradition in this game, there is history in this game, and Tasmania is one state that has provided its fair share.
When the VFL team was playing in Tasmania, participation took quite a large spike in our state, and whether that was around the fact that people were more interested in football, we had some football heroes around the state, but it is something that we do know in facts that when the VFL side was in, participation did increase.
I'll probably sign up as a Tasmanian member to go to the matches, but I would still support North. I reckon first year it comes, it's already going to have more members than Gold Coast and GWS combined.
Staunch regional rivalries between the North and South have proved a major obstacle in attracting national sporting competitions. In a rare show of solidarity, Tasmania's 3 major newspapers joined forces to launch the United We Stand campaign.
It was done in all 3 regions with very, not exact same page, but very similar with the same message that we're all united and the time is now for an AFL team.
Midoff's up as well, 5 in the circle. Midoff came up, he's going to have to go and fetch it. Way back! Oh, and taken. Look at that, the celebrations begin.
We're the only professional team in the state. And with a relatively small population, we really needed the entire population to get behind us to help grow the club. While there is intrastate rivalry, I think sometimes that's used by people from outside the state, and so it perpetuates this kind of myth that the state can't work together, and I think the Hurricanes have shown that that's a falsehood. And I think the attitude of most Tasmanians that I've worked with is very proactive and a case of, let's do this.
Well, we're at Macquarie Point, which has been an area for a number of years, which, as you can see, is an open industrial area. If we had a new stadium in an area such as this, where people could filter through the city, go to a restaurant maybe after the game, before the game, then come to the football, it'd be a boutique stadium, it would be ideal.
Both Blunston Arena and UTAS in Launceston are capable of having games played now. As to what might need to happen in the future there, or indeed what other exciting opportunities there are, we need to be open-minded about this, and again, it's all part of the package that we need to present to the AFL. We're a footy state, so there are many proud football followers, but also in other areas, to see Tasmania on the national stage is exactly where we should be. It's also activated some interest in other sporting codes to be part of Tasmania as well.
The NBL is ready to act. revealing plans to grant a Tasmanian team a licence by the end of the year.
1, 2, 3,
We're delivering on our promise, and we're thrilled to be here, and we're committed to see if we can come here and not leave. So that's the idea. We love it here, and we have every intention of staying.
The public of Tasmania have been crying out for some type of national level professional sporting team for so long. To add basketball to that as well, as we spoke about with the rise of popularity in Victoria and throughout Australia, don't forget about Tassie. Basketball is massively popular down there. They would get behind a team.
I remember playing there, certainly, when the Hobart Devils were in, and they're very passionate basketball fans then, and then even when I played in the Seabull, going around to Devonport and Launceston, and those stadiums were always full. And again, those cities are basketball cities, and they love it, and they're passionate, and there's lots of kids playing, there's coaches devoted to it, and so for them to be able to go and watch an NBL team live, I think is just reward for all that work that's going in, and it would be cool for Tassie, for sure.